Hello everyone! We've had a bit of a mishap, haven't we, Strifey?
Yes, Parvis, we have. We don't know what exactly the problem was. Well, actually, I know what the problem was. There's a weird type of grass on the server introduced in one of the mods, and when it starts to spread, it crashes the server.
Really?
So,
Is that it? There was like a plague?
That's what Kieran Daves told me. It was some sort of strange grass that was placed down on the server, and just like grass blocks here.
I see.
And when it starts to spread, it crashes the server. And it took him a while to figure out what was going on. So we did server crashed. We got it restarted. We kept recording. And then about 2-3 hours later, after we coincidentally recorded, what was it? An hour and a half extra?
We did a lot of stuff, guys. It's all been rolled back. Basically,
Yep.
in short, there's been a server rollback, and we are now back from the previous crash. So we're going to redo this bit. And we're gonna have some fun, but we're gonna do it more efficiently because we've learned from it, and we'll have to just put that down to like a rehearsal, I guess. Will.
Yeah,
rehearsal.
It's research. It's research off the books at this point. It never happened, and you guys are never gonna see the stuff that we did because of the server rollback. So, that works pretty well.
It's probably for the best, I mean,
not to be terrible and break fourth wall, but
it's probably for the best.
You got to do what you got to do.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Parvis, I brought a bunch of spare meats and whatnot with me.
Oh, delicious!
Because I was cleaning house over at my base, which I don't know how in sync our series are, because But is there any particular chest you want your raw meats in?
Come with me. It goes in the upstairs chest because today because we had some time to prepare on this. I put some stuff in this chest that we're going to need today. And I took the liberty of baking some stone and doing a few things because we've already done this now a little bit.
Oh yeah.
We can actually do this a lot more efficiently, so everyone at home is going to be way less like, oh, rip my dick off. God, we made some major mistakes. One thing I did, yeah. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, this isn't.
I'm just gonna cut myself a bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. And we're gonna need some meat actually. Meat's gonna have to happen. In this house.
Doors do not come with me.
In this house, we have a lot of meat.
Get through. Yeah. So,
So what we need to make again first is, Strife, we need to make a divination sigil so we can see how much is going on in the blood altar, right?
Okay.
Remember that? For people who don't know?
Oh yeah. It's, what is it? It's a slate that's sent through the blood altar again, and it gets this little yellow symbol on it, and it's basically like a voltmeter.
Yeah.
Except for blood magic. So
the first thing we need to do is we need to make a blood orb, a weak blood orb, because we've only got the master ones, which is a tier 3 or 4, I think it is. I think that's the tier 4.
Can't jump through it all like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to make a tier 1 blood orb because these are what's required to make the divination sigil, as it's a tier 1 sigil. There's not that much you can make actually with a tier 1 altar.
Really?
Yeah, you're kind of limited, which is why I asked Twitter actually, and don't be afraid on Twitter to let me know if you want me to do things. But I asked what people thought would be the best way to go about things, as I found out I had to redo this, and someone told me to rush for a tier 3 altar and get a certain set of rituals. That's a lovely monocle you got there. I do like that.
You know it is.
Do like that. But what's the point in a monocle when you got sunglasses on? Let's try. Poof!
Woo. What's the point of a monocle when I've got sunglasses on? Well, pretty simple, Parvis. It makes me look more British. As an American in a British group, I have to do my best to fit in. That
is definitely the case, because we are a very cliquey bunch, and we don't take well to foreigners. That is something we definitely do.
Which is why it's amazing that I managed to convince Lewis to let me join in the first place.
Oh, yes. Well, all that blackmail from your university days or whatever you did.
Well, there are some things that he doesn't want Hannah to know, so...
Oh, God. Hannah, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I don't know what he did, but...
My lips are sealed. You'll never know.
Okay, so divination sigil is like that. Okay, so it's one of these. I'm making a divination sigil right now. In fact, there it is. I've made one now.
it definitely didn't show up on camera the last time that we played. Well, it was on camera the last time we played, but given the rollback, everybody definitely won't know. But originally, we like cleared out an area and we set down everything to make a tier 2 altar. So, problem is that these altars get really big over time, don't they?
They get absolutely humongous.
So we're gonna need to figure out a location to put this down that's gonna be secure. With all of, I mean, it's like we need like a 20 by 20 block area basically.
We do.
To be safe in the long run. So
if we go over here, like we did scat out this area here, so down here, I think Strife, your job should be to just make this area safe. I want a big altar over here. That's what I want.
Big altar over here.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I think I can do that, Parvis.
And if you can do that for me, I'm going to cook up some blood runes, which are these stones that we have to put down, and we put them in a certain formation, and that will upgrade our altar for us. I currently have 8,800 life points in the altar, which is actually quite a lot. So I'm going to spend them because I think if we break the altar, we will lose those points.
Yeah, so, it probably doesn't retain the blood that you get put into it. So I'm just lighting this place up. I'll do a little bit of terraforming
now,
for you.
There's a cave down here. We need to make this safe as well because things can spawn over here, and that's not cool.
Okay, wait. Where's this cave?
See where I am now? Will?
Looking.
Gosh, you're whizzing around. You're lagging a little bit. There you go. Over here. It's not very deep.
One torch. Done.
One torch.
It's safe.
Is it safe with one torch? Are you sure about that? Okay.
You can't expect me to expend exorbitant amounts of Strife solution assets on your little blood magic farm here, Parv.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be a huge asset to you. I'm going to be a huge asset to you when this is sorted.
I'm going to be honest. The fact that I'm even here giving you any attention, Parvis, I'm humoring you at this point, okay? I mean, I don't expect any of this to actually have yield. So
you know what, when we summon demons and stuff, it's gonna be, you're gonna eat your words, I swear.
Well, if that ever happens, I'm certain I will. But until that day, I'm sitting here and I'm humoring you and your potty mouth wizard magic. So
there we go then. Fine, I'll give you some. You know what? You want potty mouth? I'll give you potty mouth. Abracadabra, wizardry path, doobery, play your guitar. There you go. That's my first spell.
Play your guitar. Actually, is that what you specialize in Area 11? You don't play the guitar. You play the guitar.
Well, Alex Guitarvis plays the guitar. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I suppose you could attribute that to me. I'm going to be making lots of these runes now. That's my next thing. I'm making lots of blood runes because we need. Basically, guys, the way it works is that you build a formation of blood runes around the blood altar, and once that's done, you can upgrade them to give you different buffs, and we're going to be doing things like we could do runes of self-sacrifice. We could do that one so that when you sacrifice yourself, it gives you more bang for more blood for your buck.
Are you really that masochistic?
It depends, because what was told to me on Twitter was that if you get the rune, the ritual of suffering and the ritual of regeneration on the go with it, it's actually very efficient if you have self-sacrifice runes. However, I do have a plan, and that's to get some sort of livestock launcher and launch them into the area. So maybe runes of sacrifice is better than runes of self-sacrifice.
So you're telling me that you want to launch animals up into the air so that they'll come crashing down to Earth and basically die in the process?
Yeah. Well, no, they won't even come crashing down to Earth and die. Them just being in the vicinity of the well will gradually drain them of health, but it also regen them, so they'll be kind of like these blood batteries that just sort of stand there, like healing and dying at the same rate.
I'm gonna be honest, Parvis. I just finished Wolfenstein: The New Order, and you're sounding a lot like some of the sick Nazi doctors that you... What's his name? Death's Head?
Death's Head.
Yeah, that's the name of the big bad guy in the game.
He sounds pretty cool.
He's pretty sadistic.
Well, that's who I am then.
wait a minute, you're okay with this? I just compared you to a Nazi freakish doctor, and you're like, okay, that's great.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to fight you on this. Like, I think with these kind of arguments, I just let you make your point because I don't think you're using real words.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm actually challenging your intelligence as a straw man to debunk your argument. Yeah, that's right. How does that make you feel?
Right. It makes me feel that there's actually nothing for us to talk about, Parvis.
There isn't. Okay, end of episode. Part 4, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, exactly. I called your bluff. You didn't want that, did you? You didn't want that. Exactly.
So, I've been looking around, and it turns out that, God knows that it's going to be forever before this episode goes out, but Steam just put another episode... Not another episode, what's the word I'm looking for? Greenlight. Bunch of stuff just came through Greenlight again today. So, what do you think of Greenlight?
It was... I mean, I don't know actually a lot about it because I don't spend a lot of time playing those kind of games. Mainly because I'm busy playing Dota 2. But I think it's... Wait, how many blood runes do we need? 6? No, 8. We need 2 more. We need to make more. We need more blood. I think it's good. I'm not sure. It's definitely better than these Kickstarter games. I'm not a big fan of the Kickstarter stuff. I'll tell you why. I think it's fundamentally demotivating to sell your product before you've made it.
That's just not a good investment in my eyes, because it's like you're giving money towards something that's not done yet.
Well,
So-
I think it's fine for people to do, but a lot of people feel that they own some sort of equity in the business for doing it. Like, when the Oculus got sold to Facebook, people on the internet were like getting, oh no, but like we paid for that, blah blah blah. And I've seen it before as well with bands as well, getting albums funded and then selling them onto labels afterwards, selling the distribution. And it's like, well, no, it's our album. We paid for it. It's like, no, you bought the album. You didn't buy a stake in the actual product.
Yeah,
That's two very different things. People, it's. I mean, I think it's good in some ways, but in other ways as well. Like, I think if I was taking a big risk on a capitalist venture and I didn't, and I had a Kickstarter and I got a load more money than I expected, I'd be a bit more demotivated. As in, I wouldn't have the fear in me to make the product good. And I think that might be important.
Selling an idea is one story, but knowing that you still have to follow up on that, which I think that plays into the publishing scene, because God knows that like game publishers have fucked over games so many times before in the past.
Yeah,
because it's like publishers, it's their money. They can tell you what to do because you're making a product with their money. But at the very least, in that type of environment, you've got a situation where the product isn't finished yet and it hasn't sold yet, so you haven't made the money back yet, so you're still encouraged to try to make a good product, even if you've got a publisher who won't get their grimy mitts off of an artistic project, and it's like, you're not a fucking artist. Stop trying to tell me how to make art.
Well, it's an age-old conflict between business and the art, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, and it's in gaming, it's in everything. Like, do you work as hard if failure is not an option?
Yeah,
not so much. And like, I think I'm not saying that there aren't some great Kickstarter games. I think there are, but I think I'm a little bit scared of Kickstarter games because of the nature of the way in which they're conceived. I do think, however, it's better that option is there and that things can get off the ground from that, though. Still. I would rather it was there. I'm not going to... I'm a free market libertarian. I want as much free market as possible. I've got all the blood runes. I did it. Serious time's over. I did it.
Congratulations.
Okay, I'm now gonna break down the blood altar. And
the problem, Parvis, is that I only just finished clearing the area and leveling it out.
Fabulous. That's exactly what we need.